What's up, everybody?
How's it going?
We are here to talk about NOS4A2.
Yeah.
Season 2, Episode 1, the season premiere. Bad Mother. What did you guys think? We have a lot to talk about. I'm Laurice. If you haven't watched all my recaps from last season, I have a recap for every single episode from Season 1. Walt is joining me this time.
No, I'm not Laurice.
He's not Laurice. This is Walt. If you have not met him, he has appeared in some of my other commentary videos and
I make a cameo here and there.
partner in crime. Yes, He makes a cameo. And we live stream every Saturday on his channel.
That's right.
Just for fun with the X-Files friends.
And I love all things vampires from way back as long as I can remember. And I've had nightmares about vampires, apocalyptic nightmares about vampires, where I was the last human on Earth.
You'll watch anything vampire related.
I've watched a lot of crap.
You watch bad vampire
I've watched
stuff.
a lot of bad stuff. So,
we looked out. This is good vampires. Not traditional vampires, but it's creepy.
And I'll warn you, I don't remember a lot of the names and details, but I've seen almost every single thing that's vampire.
He has not read the books or the graphic novels, the comic books. I've read everything, NOS4A2. It's been a while. It's been about a year. I read the original NOS4A2 novel before watching the series, so I'll probably not get too much into book spoilers, except for this, I think, is in the very beginning, there is a Christmas tree with a head on it, and I will say that that might be a little bit of what you have seen in the comic books, because there's actually a Christmas tree with an advent calendar that has some artwork up. So that's what that, because Walt was asking, he thought it was a statue. I said, no, that's a real head, I'm pretty sure. I don't know what we're gonna get. I just like that we got a little bit of a glimpse into Christmasland here, and we got a little bit of a glimpse into what happens when you try to leave Christmasland.
Yeah.
Which you can't really do.
I kind of compared it to a very nightmarish Narnia. And Narnia could be a little bit nightmarish at times, especially when the White Witch was in charge.
Yeah.
But this whole little thing is very, very nightmarish.
Now,
Narnia.
Christmasland seems to be dying because, obviously, Manx is not alive, because the Wraith is not alive. When you kill the Wraith, you kill Manx. Manx can't function without the Wraith. Millie definitely has a pretty strong role this season. I think we're going to be seeing a lot of her. I feel like these guys were like, kind of reminded me of the Stranger Things kids, like, on the other side. Don't go in there. Don't go to the upside down.
So I thought the art design on this episode was amazing. Right from this opening episode, and then Charlie Manx himself.
Yeah. On
the morgue table.
We'll get to that.
So NOS4A2.
We'll get to that.
Classic.
He really looked like a vampire.
Yeah.
Now, the question I wanted to brings up, do the vampires actually eat themselves? Because they're actually eating other kids. And the kid that's getting eaten just pops up like, whatever, I'm being eaten.
But they're kind of, I think they heal themselves well.
Okay.
A little Wolverine-ish, a vampire, can heal themselves.
Yeah, and then we have a child who obviously had a mask on. I thought that was his face. He has some type of mask on.
Well, I thought we just saw two different masks that were just
They might wear different masks. I mean, they might be real people. They like took their faces off. Who knows?
Well, the one that they just flashed you, I don't know if you can go back real quick.
This one?
Almost looks like Hannibal Lecter when he has the muzzle on.
Skin face. These guys are looking at where the sleigh house was.
Right.
Now, some of these kids have been trapped in there for 100 years, because Charlie Charlie's over 100 years old. So these kids, they don't age. So the lights have gone out. A child has escaped, but
that's a creepy kid.
he ends up he evaporates.
Oh.
So that's not.
He crossed the line.
He crossed the line. And then we soon learn that the power has gone out, probably because Charlie Manx's heart has stopped. He's dead. The engine, we later learn, has been removed. So now we're taken to where Vic is living right now. Of course, this is 8 years later from the events that took place in the season finale of season 1. And she's in Gun Barrel. She's with Lou. And Lou has basically become the father of...
That's badass.
Lou has become the father of Craig's child, Wayne. So we meet...
Bruce Wayne.
Yes.
Boss tattoos. I'm not into tattoos, but those are boss.
So we're taken to the current family situation. We have Vic. We have Wayne, who's quite adorable, really well cast. We have Lou.
He could play a young Bruce Wayne.
Everything seems to be okay until we learn on the television Wayne actually sees that Charlie Manx has died, and they announce that Charlie Manx has died. He asks, who is Charlie Manx? Well, that just sets a whole really bad spiral turn of events for Vic, who ends up being quite a hot mess.
So I love all the bones of this dynamic, right? Carmody, Lou, Vic, Wayne. It's a cool little thing, but we get all these hints that there have been issues over the years. Vic has like PTSD or something.
He said something about Christmas time. She starts drinking and losing her mind and hearing the phone calls from Christmasland, which we get into later in the episode.
Does Lou believe they're real? I think he does, right?
Yes, he does.
Yeah, okay.
Obviously, Vic is a little bit upset by just any type of news about Charlie Manx. She hears that he's dead. Of course, she doesn't believe this because she knows that the only way to really kill him is through the car. Mm-hmm. She is not convinced, so she takes the truck and wants to go and somehow try and confirm this for herself. She needs to see this for herself. And we learn that Hutter and Maggie are together and are a couple and seem to be having a very happy life together. And have
cute.
Yeah, really cute. Everyone seems to be happy here.
Yeah.
She hasn't used her tiles in a very, very long time. She gets a call from Vic, and it's because of Manx's death, and she's learning about Manx's death. We learned last season, as you get older, the more you use your abilities, the stronger the side effects of having those abilities.
Okay.
The bigger the toll they take on you. So as you can see, what we learn later on is that she has a really bad seizure. That's probably why she doesn't use her tiles anymore. When Vic calls Maggie, it's pretty clear that Maggie's moved on. She doesn't really want to have anything to do with this. She doesn't want to access her tiles. She wants Vic to live happily ever after, just like her.
You know, there's a common theme in a lot of these modern shows, that these darker shows especially, where the protagonist is a very destructive person, self-destructive, and people seem happier when they're away from these protagonists.
Right.
Brainful's a really good example of one of those things where, you know, they don't want to get dragged back into the story because they know it does not end well.
She's self-medicating now. And then she tries to use the truck, it looks like, as her knife. She's trying to access a shorter way. It looks like almost here. Yeah, 88 miles per hour, Marty. But it's interrupted.
1.2 gigawatts.
It's interrupted. Oh, good thing she stopped. Wow, she stopped pretty fast. Good thing it was interrupted by a call from Wayne. So we learned that she has a bike available.
Triumph is going to save the day.
The Triumph is going to save the day. She comes to pick it up. We learn later this is her knife.
Well, while she's trying to make the truck into a knife, this guy just finds the bike randomly.
Yeah. Santa Claus.
Santa Claus. That is Santa Claus.
So we have the bike.
There you go.
All right, so we have the bike, and you can see, as you can see right there, the lights are flickering. That is her knife. And there's our Wraith. The engine has been removed and replaced with sunflowers. Bing has tracked down the Wraith because I guess the gentleman is going to sell it for $150,000 without an engine. This does not go over well with Bing. Bing obviously can't afford to pay $150,000. This poor guy that has restored the Wraith, well, not really restored it, gutted it, has no idea who he's dealing with.
I love the line, I am a Rolls-Royce enthusiast.
I'm a Rolls-Royce enthusiast.
And then he keeps saying it like it's a script he memorized.
So Lou's kind of excited about this knife because it gives Vic her superpowers, and being the comic book enthusiast he is about superheroes, he's ready to be Han and Leia or Finn and Rey.
There's something I find with Lou that he really wants this to be a comic book style, like a DC comic book style happy story.
Yeah, not a horror.
Not a horror story. More like a Superman than a Batman. More, you know what I mean? Not a Dark Knight, but he wants this to be a hopeful story.
Yeah.
For the two of them. He wants them to be the White Knights riding in.
Yeah, he's not too crazy about what he realizes that Vic is going to use it for, to somehow go in and check with Manx. This is not what he had in mind. He thought they would be a superhero team. He's such a good guy, and he's so supportive, and he loves her so much. And she just has so many problems after what's happened to her and everything she's gone through.
It's wartime. I mean, she was at war with Manx.
Right.
And the war is not over for her. It's classic PTSD.
Yeah, well, the war is coming back to life, it seems.
She just can't let go. she can't accept that the war is over, and she's not wrong.
We see Maggie finally accessing her tiles, and here we get a little bit of a hint at how bad her side effects have become and the toll it takes on her when she does use her tiles, because she calls 911. She calls the ambulance before to let them know that a librarian had a seizure, because she knows what's going to happen if she uses them. She asks, is the Wraith dead? It says yes, and then we see her have this really, really, really bad seizure. I'm assuming she's okay, because we're going to need her for the rest of the season. Meanwhile, Vic is back at the shop, and she's trying to fix the bike.
That's not rock and roll anymore.
And we hear the Christmas music. Creepy. So that's not good news. That's very bad news. And the phones. The phones are ringing. Every phone starts ringing later on. That is not good. And we see she's kind of being a bad mother, which was living up to the episode name, because she forgot to pick up Wayne from school. Lou, once again, Lou's not crazy about her using her powers to access Manx or anything along the darkness. See a nice little tender moment later on. Phone's ringing again. They get interrupted, and I think it's another Christmasland call. So I guess she's trying to make up for being a bad mother by being a good mother by keeping Wayne home from school. But I don't know if this is being a good mother, because he's getting ice cream for breakfast. Wouldn't it make more sense to send him to school so she could take care of what she needs to take care of?
Or maybe a more nutritious breakfast.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah. I love this shot. I love the long shot of Bing gassing the guy.
Bing the ding-a-ling.
Bing the ding-a-ling.
Not such a ding-a-ling anymore. And the gas mask has returned. The way he just shot
creepy.
It. That's very creepy. Alright, so play basketball with your kid. This is being a good mother. Wayne is a smart kid. He knows that Lou obviously is not his biological father. He asks about his biological father. He asks about Charlie Manx. He's very curious. He wants to know what happened. Vic doesn't give him the whole story exactly. So he knows that Manx is involved with the death of his real father. And this whole conversation gets interrupted because the phone starts ringing. But not before Vic gets a chance to tell him that there's no way she's going to let Manx or any bad people hurt or come near him.
Boy, is that like bad foreshadowing? I got a bad feeling now.
She cuts the cord off the phone, but then more phones are ringing. Every single cell phone is ringing. So she decides to cook the phones. I don't know why she decided to put them in the oven. Like, why wouldn't you just destroy them with a hammer? That seemed to be... It's really easy to break a phone. And more self-medicating. The phone is still ringing, and Wayne, poor Wayne, is horrified, because he doesn't understand what's going on, but the phone is ringing inside his room. There is, like, an alligator phone. It's Millie.
This house, you leave my family alone. You leave Christmasland alone, or my father will stick a fork in your eyes and pop them out like corks.
Whoa! All of the phones are now in the stove. She got the Triumph running, and it doesn't take her long to find her bridge. So when she enters the bridge, we see the writing on the wall, like we usually. It's taking her to the morgue. Well, I guess anyone would kind of crash their bike when they got into the hospital. You'd think somebody would notice that a bike just crashed and there's a bridge in the middle of a hospital hallway. She makes her way to the morgue.
I love what they did here. I think it looks amazing.
Yes. Well, he wasn't in the morgue because he was being autopsied, and they don't show him right away.
She looks like she's trying not to hurl.
Yeah, I don't blame her when you see, because they've cut everything out. I was afraid he was going to, like, bite her.
Yeah.
This is really creepy. Oh, that's a creepy image. Yeah.
Oh, that's boss. That's awesome.
Full vampire. She seems somewhat... No, maybe not. I thought she was satisfied, but...
But a scalpel is not a wooden stake.
No, and also, this is not his heart. His heart is the car.
That's right.
She seems fairly satisfied when she gets back. Of course, what happened when she left, well, she left kind of a mess. She burned down the house, pretty much, because she left the oven running with her kid inside. Well, the phone's baking in the oven. And I guess that can cause a fire if you bake your phones. Lou is not very happy. He's shaken by it. He's concerned about her, but he's still supportive. He's such a good dude. I don't know if she's actually going to go into rehab or not, but Lou suggests maybe getting some help for a problem. I guess they were in a hotel because the house burned down, and Vic gets up to leave.
Oh, she's taking the liquor.
She's taking her little bottles with her.
Mini
And Wayne wakes up. So Wayne asks why she's leaving. Is it because of Charlie Manx? Vic says, no, it's because of me. So I'm not quite sure what Vic is after at this point. I guess we'll have to find out in the next episode, because she goes to her bridge again, and it says the lake, as we'll see in a few minutes. And Wayne goes back to sleep. She tells Wayne that he's better off with Lou, and she leaves. Maybe she is thinking it's better off if she just leaves them, because she's a danger to them at this point.
I think it was also, I almost just burned my kid alive.
Yeah.
It's enough to say, maybe I should get away.
So can we talk about this? Because this was disturbing. Why is he pulling his pants up?
He pee on him?
No.
Or was it like...
He R-word him.
Ooh.
I don't know. I don't know what they're implying. But it definitely implied some... Why... Yeah. Leave a comment down below. That's really disgusting and vile and...
Anything from the book that gives you hints?
So, in the book... And I don't want to talk because, some people don't like book spoilers. So, book spoiler alert. He has the House of Sleep where he takes advantage of the women that are under the gas.
Sure.
And that happens for a long time, as opposed to last season where it only happened a couple times. It happens through a whole long period of time for several years. Lots of the moms. I didn't know really whether they said that he had a preference for men or women. I don't know if they really... I don't think he really cares, actually. But I think in the book it was mostly moms. I don't think it was dad. It's a pretty disgusting implication. But ultimately, he forces the guy to put the engine back in the Wraith. Of course, when you put the engine back into the car is the heart of Charlie Manx.
Oh, my.
We see the heart start to move. The lights have come back on in Christmasland.
Oh, that's creepy.
That is, really creepy. All right, that's the end of the episode.
Great effect, though. I'm excited for next episode.
I am excited. I want to watch it now.
I want to binge the whole season right
I
now.
want to binge the whole season.
What else am I going to do?
I know. But that's the episode. I want to hear what you guys think, so leave a comment down below. And I'd love to hear your feedback. If you want to subscribe to this channel, I would very much appreciate it, because I will try and put a video up every Sunday or Monday after the episode airs. I'll probably have Walt with me to help me and keep me company. You'll join me again?
Sure. NOS4A2.
Yes. And also, you can follow me on Twitter at Laurice F. You can follow him at Walt Frazier. We are live tweeting. There's also an awesome Facebook fan group if you want to go in and discuss the episode and join us. There's a whole group of us and really nice, cool, awesome fans on Facebook.com/group/NOS4A2 fans. Just join us, and we do a live chat every night that the episode airs, when the episode airs. And the same handle, NOS4A2 fans on Twitter. You can follow us on there too. And join us. Please do. I'll put links down below so you guys can see that. If you're around on Saturdays, you want to join us for our live stream chat, we just talk fun stuff. Thanks again for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this, please hit the like button. It helps me. And also, once again, subscribe. I will see you guys in the next video.
See you soon.
Bye.